Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plans, and today I'm here with day 16 of 25 Days of Planner Tips, brought to us by Tamara, the paper and pen girl. Thank you so much, Tamara, for asking me to do this again. I'm so excited to share a tip with you guys, and make sure that you go and check out all the videos from this year's collab. I do have all of the, I have the whole order listed down in the description below so you can see who's coming up on each day, and you can also go back and check out the videos from the ones that have already happened up to day 16. The first 15 days of this collab you'll be able to go and check out, so I will have it linked down in the description below. Yesterday was Julie's plan. Tomorrow we have Kristen, so you do not want to miss out, because this is a great time of year to just get some advice and get some tips from just all walks of life, which is amazing. And then hopefully this will help you find something that will work for you in your planning system, because that's really what our planners are supposed to be for. We need to get them to work for our own lives. What might work for me might not work for somebody else. It really just depends. So, but this is a really great year to kind of like get different tips, and then you can kind of pool, different things from each one. This year's topic is from planned to done. And when I heard that, I kind of just laughed, to be honest, because this year has been a year of struggle to get things done, or just like too overwhelmed to get things done is really what has happened. This year has been super, super rough. And so with that came my title for this video, which is Grace in Your Planning Space. And I think this is the biggest lesson I have learned for myself this year, is to just, I need to, and honestly, when I say this year, I mean, within, the last, month and a half or so, I'm like, dang, I need to give myself more grace. It's just been one of those years, you guys. We moved, and everything just went, into a fire. We literally bought our first house, and all the stress of owning our first house just hit all at once. And of course, you buy a house, and then all of a sudden 10 billion things want to pop up at the same exact time. So it was very much that kind of year, and it was a struggle year. And honestly, I'm not going to miss 2023. I mean, there were a lot of great things that happened. I mean, we bought a house, that is so amazing. But at the same time, I'm also I feel like it was tainted a little bit by some of the other things that happened in the year. So anyway, so all that to say, I got very jumbled up in my mindset. I stopped relying on my planners. Honestly, you guys, when I do my planner flip throughs for this year, a lot of my spreads are going to be empty, because I could not mentally handle writing in them. And because I wasn't because I was not writing in them, then I was struggling to remember to do things, because I wasn't using the tool that I had and I've been using for years. I wasn't using the tool that I had anymore. And it showed more and more. I was I do not do well without writing things down. And I think a lot of it just got so jumbled up to the point where it was how do I even write all this down? How do I even get all this done? It's literally impossible. And it's just been one of those, it's literally been something that has been happening all year of just okay, I need to be better and write my planner. I need to do this, blah, blah. And it would just be I keep telling myself that, but the execution of that was not happening. And I could not make those connections. And it was just, guys, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. It's fine. But you know what? I have a solution. And my tip for you guys. So I don't know if it's a solution. It is for me, and it's been one. If you've been a part of my channel for a while, then you will know every Wednesday I do daily sheets. And the way I have my daily sheet set up, I have my top 3. These are the things I have to get done. And if I get those done, only then can I move on to the other things on my to-do list. I really think breaking things down this way has helped me so much. And just that extra more. The only issue this year that I did is I only did it for social media. I only did it for business stuff and social media. But I need to take this and do it in normal life to-dos as well. So I've been using a daily sheet. And again, it's set up, and I will pop a picture somewhere over here, I don't know, wherever there's room. I'll pop a picture of what mine looks like. But again, it has a top 3. So what I use those top 3 as, I take those priorities that I have to get done. This has to get done today. There is no no excuses. These 3 things have to get done today. And usually when I do that, it just makes it a little bit easier because then I'm not looking at the giant list of other things that I want to get done. They're not necessarily like I have to get them done. They're more just like if I want to. And that's what I want. I don't want to have to feel the pressure. And I think because I pressured myself a lot this year to get things done, I cracked. Like I just 100% cracked under that pressure of like having 10 million to-dos every single day. And you guys, we're not superhuman as much as sometimes like we want to be and we're like, I can handle it. I can do all the things. Reality is that's a lot easier said than done. And I definitely felt that this year. Usually in the past, I've been like, oh, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll get it done. But I think just with like being stretched in 10 billion different ways, with moving, dealing with things with my daughter, business, also keeping up on social media. I mean, gosh, you guys, even if like you've been following me on social media in general, like Instagram and stuff, you would see I haven't been posting nearly as much as I do in the past. And it's because I literally haven't had the like mentality to like be in that zone. And this year it was just like rough. So having those priorities really helps take off some of the pressure of all the things that you have to get done. Yes, there might be more than 3 things that you have to get done in a day, but you shouldn't have to feel the pressure of getting those things done. So back to my daily sheet. So the 3 priorities, then I have an area that just says extra to-dos. I call them extra to-dos because those are things that if I have time, if maybe the 3 priority things were actually like only took me an hour and I'm like, I have like another 5 hours to kill, or I have another hour to kill, whatever that looks like, then you can kind of go on that list and start picking things that you can do. But here's the catch. You do not have to finish that entire list in one day. It is okay. Then what you do is you take whatever's left on that extra to-do side and you start picking things for your next day and saying, hey, I would really like to get this done today. These next 3 things I have to get done today. So that's kind of how I've been using my daily sheets for social media. But again, I need to take that over into normal life because I haven't been doing that. And normal life has just been clashing and colliding with like everything else. And it's just been like, I haven't been able to remember like the simple things that I should be doing, like in the house and, like self-care things. Like I don't remember those things on my own. So for me, it's starting to do that also for my day-to-day life and not just like for business social media, because that's what I have been doing this last year. So this being said, I have this printable available on my website. It is size for a classic happy planner and a big happy planner. You can get either one. I have a discount code for you so that way you can get it for free from now until end of Christmas Day. So until December 25th at 11:59 p.m., you'll be able to get one of the printables for free. You can pick either one. They are available in different options. Like I don't even know if you'll be able to see this because it's so light, but I have the light gray version, and I just like this one because when I decorate it with stickers, the light gray doesn't show through, clear stickers as much. So I personally like that. But there is a black version if you have a harder time seeing. And they are available also in like horizontal vibes as well. But again, just like super simple. But I did want to offer it to anybody that's watching this video to be able to just like try it out. Maybe try it out for a couple of days and see if it helps kind of just relieve the pressure. I think the main reason why we don't get things done is because we're feeling the pressure. Like we're pressured. Like it's almost like it's like peer pressure, but it's more self-pressured. Like we're pressuring ourselves to get all these things done. But when you have too much on your plate, what happens? I know for me, if I have too much on my plate, I zone out. There are times I sit in this chair in my office and I stare at the wall when I should be looking at my computer, but I stare at the wall for like an hour, 2 hours, I don't know, just staring around my office, just looking at all the like serotonin things I have in here, but I'm not accomplishing anything that I'm supposed to be done because I'm so overwhelmed and stressed out that I literally can't, like any sense of getting things done just goes out the window. And then guess what happens? I get really mad at myself later for not getting done what I was supposed to get done because I was too overwhelmed to get things done. And then it's like a cycle that like is never ending, and it's really frustrating. But yeah, so all this to just say, start breaking things down and have grace with yourself. You don't need to put pressure. Like, no more pressure. Like, let's have grace with ourselves, because the more calm we are going into the things that we have to get done, like, I feel like the more successful we'll be. This year has not been calm at all, so I like look back at it and I'm like, oh, makes sense why I was a hot mess this year, because it was just everything was coming at me. And then on top of that, I was putting a ton of pressure on myself to get things done when that's not true. Like, yes, I do need to get those things done, but it was to the point where I like beat myself up at the end of the day and be like frustrated. And then that meant I would go inside and be with my family, and then I would just be grumpy because I was mad because I didn't get everything done. So I think by taking your things that you have to do, really break them down to, here's 3 things. I have to get these done today. Here's the list of like the 10 billion other things over here. But guess what? You don't get to work on any of those until these 3 things are done. And then if you have time, pick a couple from that extra side and do those. Whatever you don't finish, then take that list, flip over the page, go to your next day, pick 3 things from that list that you're like, okay, now this has to get done. And then, continue on with your list. I really think like that has helped me with social media business stuff. And I'm excited to do it in 2024 for daily stuff, because my daily life just like got neglected, like self-care, daily life, like everything else, like household stuff, all that stuff got neglected this year. But yeah, so again, just really having grace with yourself, I think, is going to be the easiest. So anyway, so you guys can grab this printable for free. The code is, hold on, I wrote it on a paper, 25 days of 2023. I will also have it on the screen. If you're watching this video, you can go and use that code. It works for one of the, it takes off the whole total for one of the printables. So just make sure you pick the one that you want, because you can only use it once. So you can pick big or classic size, and then you can pick if you want it just all in black or if you want it grayscale. Some of them also have the option, like on mine, I have top 3 priorities, and then I have extra to-dos. I do have an option where it doesn't say anything. If you want to title those your own title, you totally can. But I wanted to offer that with this tip. You guys can grab it for free, and it's just a printable. Print it on some paper, try it out, see if you can at least like brain dump. It's basically a brain dump, but like, I feel like with a little bit more direction. I feel like when I just did brain dumps on like a regular piece of paper, I was like, I don't even know where to start. And this kind of just like gives you those places to start. So anyway, I just wanted to offer that to you. If you're watching this video, again, it does expire end of day of Christmas. So 11:59 p.m. on Christmas Day, it will expire. So if you want to grab that printable, I'll have it linked down below as well. Again, make sure you guys watch the rest of this series. There are so many amazing tips out there that I've been seeing, and it is hard to get things done. It is 100% hard, but I truly believe when you take the pressure off of getting those things done like as fast as possible, trying to be Wonder Woman, like I think it'll just make it a lot easier. And I'm looking forward to trying this and exercising this more for myself, because this year was just, a word I'm not going to say right now. It was just, it was a year, So anyway, you guys, definitely make sure to check out the rest of this series. Again, thank you, Tamara, for another year of 25 days of planner tips. But I so hope that this tip is helpful, and I hope you guys can take this printable and just kind of apply it and just see if you can get and relieve some of that stress and have grace with yourself in 2024 when you're making your plans and when you're trying to get things done. Just have grace. Like, it is okay. We're all human. It'll get done, but like, we gotta be calm about it, But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!